Dude, okay. We got obviously Casey as a guest, but Lucas Clay's about to be here because over the weekend, my pipes decided to take a shit. Joseph.
Warning. The following program is a gaggle of friends talking about happenings in the world. It is meant to be comedic, informative, and not really serious. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or this broadcasting platform. There may be some cuss words, because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are a young person, please seek permission before listening any further. Sincerely, the people of Two Tired Dads. P.S. Don't sue us.
Jimmy, turn it down. Casey, how the fuck did you end up here, man?
Man, I am honored that you guys asked me to be here tonight. When Stacy asked, I was like, hey, do you think you could be on Thursday? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Of course I could be on Thursday. I could be on with you and Devin. You guys are my favorite people.
Hey, I was excited to ask. I was hella happy. Unfortunate circumstance for the water pipes.
I know, man. Sorry to hear about that.
You're muted, Devin.
AKA super professional as fuck.
Hey, still muted, baby boy. Come on, Dad.
He's doing his mime impression.
He's doing his mime impression.
That's okay. And I put my name in there as Casey, AKA all day.
I was muted.
There you are.
I had the fucking button. God damn it. Was I talking at all? Or
no, you weren't.
At all.
You were like.
You heard me, even in the intro, I didn't say shit.
No, I heard the intro, and then you just went mute.
Holy shit balls.
It was like when Jim Carrey was slamming the door. He was like, ah! Ah! That was you, just screaming. Nothing was happening.
So, dude, the pipe went out, and fucking, I had to call Lucas out of loyalty. And so, this way, he's on his way over here. And so, when we outlined the show, we always wanted to have you on, Casey, because we just think you're a cool ass motherfucker. I mean, you're a fellow Marine like me. You know, we are different. We are different vines of the branch, so to speak. But we're the same cut of the coin, same cut of the cloth. I'm a little buzzing, but I would be. There's no one else.
We'd pick each other in a battle.
And this is the only time that Lucas could come. And so I was like, dude, what other person could fucking carry a show with Stacy other than Casey? And so at the end of the day, it's like, I'm so glad that's how I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a guest. Please welcome our special host. Right. So, yes, Casey.
Thank you. Hey, sit down. Casey all day Falkengren. That's my basketball name because when I shoot, it goes in all day.
I need you to occasionally, when you hear a fuck up glitch, yell at Jimmy. We don't yell at, Jimmy's the one controlling everything. I mean, guys, let's start us off, dude. I mean, first and foremost, everyone, please follow us on all social media. We did this last week and it was a good turnout. If you're watching on Facebook, if one of you could jump off and go on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, if one of you could jump on Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, maybe jump on Instagram Live. And, also share the shit out of whatever you're seeing us. If this is the next morning and you're driving, you're listening to us on the loyal platform of Spreaker, go ahead and stop, go to Amazon Music. If you're listening to Amazon Music, go ahead and go on the YouTube. And if you go ahead on the YouTube, go ahead and go to the Spotify and share it. Tell us what you're thinking of because we had a lot of good response last week. I mean, Stacy, let's dig into it, man.
Really quick.
Please.
Two Tired Dads, baby. TWO. TIRED DADS.
Hey.
You know where to find us.
You want to know when I listen to you guys?
What?
The next day after I get home from work, I go in my garage to do my woodworking. I get sawdust all over me. And then I go inside and I get in the shower and I put my little phone up inside the thing inside the shower and I go to YouTube and I listen to you guys
He
while
dead
I'm
ass told me
soaking
this the
myself
other
up.
day.
Oh, getting all the sawdust off me with the bubbles. And I listen to you guys just talking. It's nice.
Hey, Devin's face is priceless. Even under the shades, you can see the eyebrows.
Usually me and him are shirtless together. I was actually surprised when I jumped out and saw his shirt on. I was a little disappointed. Can we take the shirt off, please?
Lucas is gonna be here.
Come on, please. Come on, you take your shirt off. I'll take my shirt off.
Yeah, when
and
Lucas
Stacy
is
will take his pants off.
no,
He
No, he
said
won't.
no.
that's a
No,
good
he
idea.
won't.
Stacy, I
Hey,
gotta ask.
Devin said that so fucking fast.
Putin and Tucker follow-up reaction. Did you watch the video? Did you watch
Man,
it?
I haven't
Did you
got
watch
to
it?
see it all. I watched a little bit. You know what it is. I'm going for number one right now, so I'm busy,
got you,
busy,
I got
busy.
you.
But I'll have follow up for you for sure. And
Casey,
Yes.
watch any of it?
I actually watched some of the highlights, and I didn't. I don't take a lot away from it other than I trust Putin as far as him, what he says, I believe him, opposed to when I hear our leader of the country talk, I don't believe him. So
Facts.
good or bad, I trust him more than our own president.
That's where we're at as a country. I think that's you're speaking for the whole country right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him watch my kids, but you know.
Like I told Stacy, I mean, it wasn't like I'm a Putin loyalist. It's just that the motherfucker spoke intelligently. And the way he spoke,
He's smart.
He's like, I'm not going to tell you what led to this conversation, but since you're asking, I'll tell you what my response was to the motherfucker. And I'm not going to tell you any feedback that I've gotten from my response because that conversation's between me and that motherfucker. I'll tell you what I said. I'll tell you a small part what I said, but I'm not telling you shit else. Go ask your motherfuckers.
Oh, can I present another side of that? Just so
exactly what he said,
right?
almost verbatim. You almost memorized it.
So I want to put this out another way, right? I want to say there's a way we're salesmen, right? You say it with confidence, you say it with your chest, as they say, and it's believable.
Say it with your chest.
You know what I mean? Like, so not saying he was misleading again. I'm just saying that sometimes when you speak so eloquently and you speak with confidence and the person you're speaking against or the person that would be your rival in the scenario isn't of competency, is what the government wanted to say about our president, then of course we're going to lean one way more than the other. It's like when you put Donald Trump on stage and you put, Biden up and one's stumbling and stammering and the other's speaking with confidence and telling you what it is, it's, you got to pick and choose, and it's, I'm just saying that as the devil's advocate. I'm not saying that he's wrong or that he wasn't right. I'm saying sometimes it's easy to sell somebody when you just say it with your chest. We do this all day for a living. When we pitch it with confidence, they buy. When you pitch it timid, like, oh, it's gonna be $299.99. Like, why the fuck is it $2? You know what I mean? Like, then they jump on it. So it's kind of a give and take scenario. But go ahead with what you were saying, Devin. I'm sorry.
No, my fault. Lucas is almost here. I'm fucking handling biz. What I was saying is
he's got to worry about the pipes.
Yeah, no, you're okay. What I was saying is right now, the vehicle.
We do this too much for a living.
The vehicle is America.
The vehicle is America. Right now, the vehicle's stalling because.
And the driver has no idea where he's going. He's drunk and senile.
Hold on. I got to do this. What I'm saying is he spoke intelligently, and it's not like I love him, but he just spoke intelligently, and I like the way he conducted it. And gives away this order free that Tucker asked him. He's gonna get fucking brownie points. You know what I mean? Tucker's gonna look like a fucking.
He actually, I watched the reaction videos of after their interview, and Putin said that overall he was disappointed with the whole outcome because he was expecting a hostile question, rapid Westerner typical questions, and he didn't get that, and that's what he was prepared for. He said instead Tucker listened to him, and he was very surprised by his patience. So it was actually a compliment.
That says a lot. And that also says a lot about us as our journalists. Oh, over there. You know, he's been interviewed a few times, and they do try to demonize him, you know, instead of giving him the platform of a human. So I could see how that could be a lightening of the load, I guess you would say.
Iran wants Antarctica, man.
Man, you texted me that today at work. I was like, what the fuck do they want with Antarctica?
Casey, you hearing about
I don't
this,
even know what I have
man?
no idea what you're talking about. I thought that was just a big block of ice.
Ah, right.
I'll tell you what Antarctica is. That's
Huge
the,
science base.
that's the aliens'
Educate.
fucking outskirts, man, for the inner world. Because Earth is just a hollow out. But that's a whole nother thing. Basically, 52 countries signed this big ass motherfucking treaty, and it was like,
The Antarctic Treaty.
nobody's touching this motherfucking land, period, whatsoever. Iran was not one of them. Just recently, Iran lost their fucking pipeline. And, yeah, if you're here, just walk on in, man. Okay. All right, cool. I'm downstairs. But basically, their pipeline got fucking busted. And Iran's like, we get Antarctica now, and we're building a base there by the end of 2024. And they're doing it. Like,
Are they doing it for oil or are they doing it for? I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into going to Antarctica.
they're
I mean,
taking Antarctica, and everybody thinks this is going to be what's catapults like
The
legit
war.
World War III, man.
I mean, if they go down there and they start doing shit and they break treaties that they're not even breaking a treaty if they're not on it. So it's kind of one of those things that it's going to show who really wants control, but it's also the thing that could turn their what are they called, allies, possibly against them. Because Russia and China are big on, we all have our science bases in Antarctica. We all do our research. I mean, you got Russia pulling out, 7,000-year-old viruses out of the ice trying to reconstruct them. So it's who's to say, what really will take
That's
place.
where I got this shit that I got in my lungs, man. I knew it came from something like different. I got some Antarctica sickness going on right now. I can't get rid of. I have no idea
Lucas,
what you're talking
Mr. Clay.
Everybody's
Hey.
saluting you.
What's going on?
All right.
Well, Devin's going to sign off for a minute, guys. He's got to go take care of some things. But so, yeah, Casey, like I
Hey,
said,
what's up, Stacy? Hey, what's up? All right,
what's
it's me and you,
going
buddy.
on? Hey, I've been
We
waiting.
did it. We're here. We did it.
Made it. We
We
made
made it. We're doing it. This is like the
Hey.
first your guys' first episode. Remember
it.
that? Hey,
Taking a
Stacy,
throwback.
we're doing it. Okay, yeah.
No, so we were talking earlier, and you had brought up, I want you to kind of share your point of views on Putin, or not Putin, but Biden and the Trump thing. I actually thought it was kind of a unique way of thinking of things whenever you go to, elections and how we're getting there and, what the strategy might be of keeping Biden in office. So I wanted you to kind of go over that with the people out here. I think that a lot of the dads out here are kind of wondering what's the future and why are we going down the path we're going?
Well, those are two totally separate things, but here, let me break it down for you. And actually, I believe the first thing I told you earlier is my story about killing the chicken, and that's what I was really interested. And the other one was about having a movement in the bathroom while the music's playing. But anyways, we won't go there. As far as Biden, everybody is saying get Biden out of there. He's senile, and that's where the evidence is just stacking and stacking right now. It's like everything you look at right now. It's like he's like, not knowing. They want him out, which I think technically just happened just today even. I watched Vivek Kamanami, and he actually said that that Biden is dropping out of the race, and eventually he's going to end up being like Michelle Obama. So
that's what they're saying. Which,
yeah.
if it becomes Michelle Obama, in my mind, you are pandering black vote is hard at that point, and it's nothing.
Well,
but it's one of those things that
the Democrats are getting desperate at this point, so they're trying everything, and they can't make Biden work, so they need to get him out of there so they can put in another puppet. That's exactly what I'm quoting off of the Patriot, a radio station I listened to earlier, so I'm not going to take credit for them for that whole thought process, but they said it, and I was like, that makes perfect sense. They were like, they're just going to get that puppet out of there. He's no longer any good. He's senile. Bring in another puppet that'll do more damage, and I don't know. It makes sense to me, you know.
And that's
So
really how it feels. Like they're seeing how much damage they can do before people revolt. And I actually looked at a comment today on Facebook before we got on here, and it was, we keep causing chaos until you beg for order. And when you think about it, when you go into these new world order thought processes and people trying to take over, that's a hell of a thought process. When you think about it, we're just going to keep making shit crazier, crazier. And all of a sudden you're like, please help us.
yeah,
And
all
they
of a
get
sudden
full
you're the ones.
control.
You have that desperate look, and you're looking up towards, like, feed me with your hands out, saying, please
Yeah.
get, because all
Man,
the
please
food's
have
poison. There's no
soup.
transportation. Everything. There's no. Let me have some soup, please. Yeah. And you can't even live off ramen because you can't trust the public water anymore. You know how blessed I feel living in a friggin' cabin out in the woods with a septic tank. My goal is to get friggin' solar power. Like
Nice.
my buddy Blaine in Palmdale. Hey, shout out to Blaine in Palmdale. What's up, buddy? But no, I want to get totally off the system so that way I can live in my little humble abode and just hopefully stack up enough ammo and guns to where I can just defend myself long enough to have a good, fruitful life.
Well, this comes into where you talk about your chicken, right? Because a lot of people don't understand, like when you just say I have chickens, and most people are city, we're urban, we're city, we live in the city. But when you're out and you're doing what you're doing, kind of not necessarily homesteading, but you're providing, you're living. Not
I shot to death.
off the grid.
I shot to death a chicken last weekend. I can say that. No. Yeah, I shot to death a
Did you?
chicken last weekend. And before anybody judges me, let me just say I almost cried, and I'm still sad about it. Okay, but
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
remember,
break down
these are
the
his
story.
chickens that he's raised. They're not, these aren't. I remember when he went and got them, and he brought them home, and these are his babies. It's not like like I remember making a joke one day. I was like, "When do we eat them?" And Casey looked at me like I had 3 heads. He was like, "We use them for eggs."
Use it for eggs. They're our pets. We love them. But it turns out Rural King didn't only sell us a bunch of hens, but they mixed in a few extra roosters in there, which we all know start pecking at each other as they get older, So,
Dominance.
so this last weekend, I was in the garage doing my woodwork, and I hear my wife outside, Casey. So I come outside, and two of the roosters are squared up. Our big one that we call Nick the Chick. He's named after Nick Barr at work, and the other one was this little Silky, and they're just going at it, and they're both bleeding. My wife's like, we can't let them just fight to the death, blah, 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 blah. I agreed with her, so I went inside. I grabbed my gun, okay, a little 38. It only had like 3 bullets in it. I was like, this is plenty to kill a little, we need more than 3. Let me get there. Okay, I learned a lot of lessons on this. Okay, so I put on the hearing protection. My wife covers up her ears, and I kind of corner the thing, and I shoot it, right? And the thing is so friggin' small. It's mostly feathers. I kind of winged it to where it wasn't dead, but one of its wings kind of shot out, and it started running back and forth. And I was like, shit, I only got 2 bullets left, and this thing's moving fast, right? So I was pushing the gun back and forth, and I literally felt like I was playing. Remember Duck Hunt?
From the
Nintendo. Yeah, I felt like I was playing Duck Hunt. I only had 2 shots left. Anyways, long story short, I hit it the 2 times, and it wasn't completely dead. I had to think fast. I was wearing a glove. I reached down, I grabbed it by its neck, and I tried to do that whole whip thing that you hear about farmers doing where they break their neck.
Yeah.
Well, this thing has such a stubby little body. It was like trying to break the neck of like a bowling pin. So it was just kind of just going back and forth. So I start choking it out by the base of its throat. And as I'm like feeling so friggin' bad over this whole situation, I look down, I think to myself, man, I'm 44 years old. And this is the first time I've ever literally choked a chicken, and probably the last. And I found humor in it, and I kind of laughed out loud a little bit, and I was feeling bad at the same time. Where if you were like a driver by, they probably would have thought I was nuts, just like looking down at this chicken dying and just laughing. Long story short, I threw it in the compost after it was supposedly dead. 24 hours later, it resurrected. I shot it again, buried it, poured a coffee over it, and that's the end of the story. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
it'll be
Biden
a
is
nice
losing
retreat.
it. Biden is losing.
But yeah, so Biden's losing it. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Antarctica, right? I mean, shit.
You say back to the story. No, it's honestly, it's crazy because when you think about it, how many different, like where we work, so many different point of views, right? And it's, you get these people on the phones and you get the people that are like arguing you up and down about Biden. And you're kind of like, how much of a sheep are you that when this man is literally saying he talked to people that have been dead for 30 years? Like, what makes you really think that he can lead our country? And it's, as a Marine veteran, I would love to hear your viewpoints of where you think we should be going. Like, who do you think should be president?
Before we throw around the word veteran, let's not forget Casey got out a little bit short of his term in the Marine Corps. So I'm not gonna. Anyways, but hey, a proud friggin' Marine nonetheless. Oorah, double dog, semper fi. Say something. What?
Every day on a phone call when he gets a Marine. Every day, and I love hearing it.
Oorah. Hey, I love talking it up, chopping it up with my fellow military guys, even though I was on vacation over in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii, living the dream. No, I forget the question by this point. What was that?
I'm saying, where do you think we should be going? Like, out of the presidential selects, right? You know, we've got, like you said, Vivek, he dropped out. You know, you got shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't even remember a lot of them. They all done dropped out on us. So I'm like, shit, who's left?
I'm not a big political guy. I have followed it a lot more in the last 3 years since Biden took office, and I've noticed and seen things firsthand change and get an earful from my parents, who are very, very intelligent and political, and I trust their advice, and they're telling me how horrible it is. So it made me want to look. And can you believe that right now our military is outnumbered 5-1 by immigrants?
I believe that. And the reason I mean, you look at the border crisis, right?
We have 1.2 million military personnel, and 5 times that.
There's a theory behind that. You know, they're saying they're bringing them all in so they can enlist them in the military and we can up our military supply. And who's to say that we train all these people and they don't turn on us like Osama bin Laden, which we talked about that before on a previous podcast. But
after hearing some of the stories of what politicians have done to gain office and power, more so power, nothing would surprise me. Nothing at all. Especially bringing in people that would be pretty much programmable robots to do whatever you say to get your paycheck, that have no loyalty and love for the soil that they're standing on. Unlike us Americans that, hey, one person like me who takes pride in this country and fucking loves this country, I'm worth fucking 5 immigrants coming over because I'll take down 5 before they get to my ass. And that's just
real shit. I'm just curious, as a dad, how do you prep for this? Being that, you know, you're not much older than me, but you've seen the changes, right? Like, you've seen where we've gone from like a strong, proud America to, like, I mean, we're honestly, call it what it is. We're viewed as a bunch of pussies.
It is so sad. And I was telling somebody earlier, as a dad, I wish I was a dad back then, but the age I am now and the knowledge I have now, because when I was really dadding it up back in my kids are 20, they're grown. They're 22 and 18. They're older now. They're just shy of 22. See, that's how much I know my kids. I don't even know their ages.
That's what somebody's gonna say, but you know your kids, Casey. We talk, man. Like,
it's sad. No, I'm as a dad. I actually was a horrible dad back in the day. I said I was a good dad, and I patted myself on the back, and I was on Facebook doing stuff with my kids. But if I was honest with you, I drank too much. I didn't spend enough time with them. Didn't get involved in school enough and stuff, and it's biting me in the ass now that I'm older. So that, on top of the fact that as far as the economy going to kind of shit and my kids being part of it, they don't really talk to me anymore because of just they don't like me, unfortunately. So I can't guide them in the right direction where they're moms I don't have much faith in either. So I'm very sad with how the way this company is going, because I can't really have much of an impact on my kid. And how old is your son?
Mine's 5.
And yours 5. So do you even? Let me ask you. I mean, he's 5. He's more concerned about building a fort out of a friggin' box, you know. So he's
more into destroying that box than he is building.
So he takes after his dad.
But no, it's what I like what you said though, because honestly, this goes into a thing that we were talking about earlier at work, you know, and it's the fact that you're honest about so much. Like I told you, I was like, this is one of the reasons why I fuck with you so heavy is you take accountability. You're honest about situations, right? And I think that's the one thing I'm trying to instill in my son, right? Is you're going to be honest and you're going to be self-accountable. You're going to know you fucked up. And you're going to be able to say it proudly because you're going to correct the course of action, right? And it's one of those things that we lack it so much. Like me and you discussed it earlier. You know, we lack it as a country. We lack it from literally the top down, from presidency to Speaker of the House to the average American citizen can't look like we talk about it. You know, I've told you this before. I'm fat. I'm trying to lose weight. You know what I mean? I appreciate you because you try to keep me on course. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people may hear it and they're like, oh, he's harsh. And now he's being real and he's trying to keep me focused on the goal. And there's so many people that are yes men out here, right? That there is no accountability. There is no honesty. You're lying to your friends to make them feel better. You know what I mean? And it's, how did you get to where you are is just being so honest, so accountable. So is like, I know you've gone through a lot of growth from when I met you. I already met this Casey. I never met, you know what I mean? Like the Casey you speak of. So it's what brought you to, you know, as a dad, what made you have the revelation?
Man, I've been married twice. I have a daughter with each. I don't have much relationship with my ex-wives really, or my daughters, as of the not too recent past. To get where I am at today, as far as my honesty, shoot, I was a bullshit artist for a long time. I wasn't straight up. You know, I'd keep shit bottled up and actually sobriety, man. I got sober. My wife is, thank you. My wife's been sober for 12 going on 13 years.
That's shit to be proud of, man. You pat yourself
Dude,
on the back. That's a struggle people don't want to talk about, but it's a struggle.
well, it's been 3 years, and I'll tell you this much: when you don't drink every day, and you have to look at yourself sober every single day, you can only bullshit for so long before you can't look at yourself without taking a drink or fucking taking a pill or getting fucked up or whatever. I mean, for me, it really came from the inside out, and it came from I was with my wife. You know, we had a 3-day weekend, no responsibilities one night. We might have or might have not, and take some shrooms. I'm not going to say we did or didn't, but I had quite the epiphany where it's just accountability. I wanted to live longer for my wife's sake. I just wanted to be on this earth longer and appreciate her and appreciate what we're in. And anything that takes away from that is a speed bump or a hurdle I'm gonna have to get over. So that's going to be any type of anxiety from bullshitting or not telling the truth or not being a good person. So instead, I'm more of a recluse now. I'm just like, it's just me, my wife, my tight bubble. And if you come in my bubble, I'm going to be straight up with you. And you're either going to get the fuck out of my bubble, but I'm not going to bullshit you. So I waste my precious time trying to make you feel good about yourself. That's why when I saw you eating that's when I saw you eat that ice cream sandwich the other day, and I knew you were trying to lose weight. I was like, hey, Stacy, how's the bike riding going?
Hey, and what's crazy is
you side-eyed me.
Hey, because I was like, fuck, man. Because honestly, I went out to that ice cream truck with one of our coworkers, and I wasn't going to get shit. And the kid in me, man, you go up to the ice cream truck, you're like, I even was bitching about the price the whole time. Okay. I was like, $6 for this fucking ice cream sandwich? Like,
that's the grown up in you right there.
Yeah, that is. That's definitely the dad in me. I was like, fuck. And I walked in with it. And what's crazy is I bit it outside and I'm like, this shit's hard as a rock. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going to eat it. So I left it on the desk. Well, when I came back to it and jaws of steel, because I couldn't get through the goddamn cookie. So it melted, and that's when you caught me, because I'm over there just enjoying, indulging. And then you said that, I was like, that's real shit, though, because a lot of the times we don't think, we're like, man, we put this work in, we can splurge here, but it takes dedication. And that's that self-accountability. And there are times, you know, I'm not going to say I lie to myself because I know who I am. You know what I mean? But it's like you said, either you're going to come in my circle and stay in my circle, or you're going to get the fuck out because I'm real with you. And if you leave because I'm being honest, it doesn't hurt my feelings, because I want people around me who are not only going to be accountable of me, but if you're around my family or you're around anybody, I want you to.
There he is.
Then
hey, welcome back.
Out if you ain't down with the clown, is what Stacy's saying.
No, it's real shit.
I appreciate that.
Because it's real life. Like Casey, when we first sat next to each other, I ain't even gonna stunt. I was like, man, this dude is wild. Like, you would say shit, and I'm like, but I fucked with it because I'm like, he has personality. Where you got all these people in here who are like uptight, trying to be themselves, and like, or not even be themselves, they're trying to be the like mimic perfect employee. And I'm like, man, this guy, I was like, how do you not find this dude hilarious? Like, he has a great sense of humor.
Job. No, I'm just
kidding. There have been a couple times. I'm like,
yeah. I want to know if I could tell like how the Stacy and I's first conversation. Like,
go
I
ahead.
don't know if you remember it. I'm not trying to embarrass you. That's when I fell in love with you. It's like when I sat across from him and he goes, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And I go, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Ryan, thank you for jumping on the tube." But he's
Ryan.
like, I was like, "Yo, and then Casey's like, "Hey, did I hear you were in the Marine Corps? So was I, Semper Fi."
Rah.
I go, "Oh, thanks." And he goes, "What'd you do?" And I was like, "I was in a military police." And he go, "Oh, fuck you! I was in the brig. You want to read my story?" He threw me his fucking journal that he wrote, like in the like I read like the first 3 pages. I was like, "This guy's so full of shit." Oh God,
He's
no.
getting it.
And fucking dude, he fucking starts. He shows me. And I read like the first, I opened some middle portion of the book. And it was like today the guards came by and asked why I didn't finish my meal. And I told them that this isn't a meal. This is what you give poor people. And it's like something I was like, holy, see, he's laughing because he knows
Hey,
he's like,
let me elaborate on that. And the conversation went because we ate so many hard-boiled eggs in the brig and we worked out so much. You said, "Do you like pickled eggs?" I said, "I fucking love pickled eggs." You said, I made some pickled eggs. I'll give them to you." And I was thinking, who in the fuck is this guy who just offered me pickled eggs and he comes in wearing a fucking cloak every day? Go get the cloak. Anyway, he came in, he gave me fucking pickled eggs, and I ate them. They were horrible, but I still ate them. Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here!
so
He's got
I fucking made these and forgot I made them. And I can't
Let's
wait to
go.
make Nathan eat one of these in 2 weeks, dude. Like it's pickled eggs that have
He
been
said they were
sitting
fucking
there.
horrible.
Hey, I know by seeing that, I know we both love eggs and we both shop at Walmart.
Hey, real shit. Y'all are out the boonies. That's all y'all got is Walmart. Okay.
I don't know what you guys were covering, but I mean,
We
I
were
want to
just-
kind of. What's up? What's up?
We were just talking about being dads and like
Yeah, furry parties.
Yeah, no, like, but I was talking to Casey. I was telling him, I was like, we were talking earlier about honesty and accountability, right? And I was talking about like he's probably one of the realest. And I told him this earlier. I said, I think I'm the realest motherfucker I know, and I really think Casey might just be a bar above, right? Like there are times I'll bite my tongue, and there are times where I look at Casey because I know he's gonna say what I want to say, but he's gonna say it, you know. And it's like. And I love it because I'm like, at least he's got the tenure that they're not gonna fuck with him. Like they're like,
and I know when I say those things because you're the only motherfucker that laughs. I'm like, he got it.
Well, it's like when I was marrying him and his wife, like by the lake and shit. Mid speech of like me doing my thing, Casey goes, "Excuse me, really quick, brother. Can I just say something?" And I go,
oh, shit.
"Sure." I'm like, "What's going?" Like here in my head, I'm like, "You know me, Stacy." Like I'm like, "This could go like, yeah." I'm like, "This could go." And he goes,
"Oh, does he have a gun?"
just goes, he just turns over and he goes, biggest Ric Flair, like, whoa, like top of his fucking lungs, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm fucking excited." I'm like, "All right, cool, like we're okay."
Man, hey,
like,
look, when I
Dude,
tell you, I know people that love their wives, but you two motherfuckers love y'all wives, and it's nothing against it. I'm just saying, like when I say y'all give hope to marriage, I dead ass is
listen,
like,
Paula needs to start remembering me on the potlucks they have down there at the fucking pre-sale because she always comes up and brings Casey a plate, and I'm like, "Yo, where's my
walks
plate?"
right past me with it. Shit,
I'm
like,
saying, man.
Oh
But
man,
dude,
we're each other's number ones, baby.
Hey, and it's so dope. And like I can honestly say this, and like I didn't mean to interject that. Like when I say you are her number one, when I say Carrie is Devin's number one, and that Devin is Carrie's number one, that is a secret, you know. I love. You know what I mean? When I tell you it is fucking dope. Like y'all, the way y'all love y'all parents. Parents, family, sorry, wives. You're good. Go ahead. I'm fucking.
No.
No, I
was moving that.
Cool.
No, what I was saying is I was moving that. What I was saying is that's great. I love my wife. Casey loves his wife. Stacy loves his wife. We all love our lives. We the people. I understand we were talking about integrity and fucking
Honesty and
accountability.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the goddamn Super Bowl ads? How they played some stupid, generic, fucking
It's Temu.
1985 WGN
It's
fucking
Temu.
Pepsi commercial that went to shit, where they were saying like, "Hey, vote
It's
for
Temu.
Kennedy." Man. Did you see that Kennedy commercial?
No.
Did you guys see that Kennedy
No.
commercial?
I didn't. I saw the
Oh.
Beyonce commercial where I'm like, that's the fucking robot in the stands because that don't look like Beyonce. It looks like another version of Kim Kardashian.
That dude.
I'm sorry.
No, dude. The Super Bowl ads was crazy. Then fuck it. Let's move on. Biden not charged. Do we know anything about that?
I do. That fucking, they're saying he was too incompetent for that shit, but he's competent enough to run our country. What fucking kind of absurdity? Like, absurd. Go ahead, Casey.
Biden not charged? Well, shoot. I don't think it makes much of a difference at this point. He's going to be out of office shortly, and hopefully he stays alive as a running mate long enough. Stays alive long
I
enough.
didn't say it. That was Jimmy. Jimmy.
To be a really good bad candidate, so that way, it's easier to win. Yeah.
I will say that it's funny to me they didn't charge him, but they keep trying to throw indictments at number 45. But it's neither here nor there.
I honestly don't follow it really. So when you ask me, it's like Biden not charged. I really have no.
No, they said he wasn't competent enough for the charges presented against him.
But the Biden meltdown was epic when he got asked about it. I mean, did you not see that?
I saw him trip.
I don't think so.
You know how he is. He starts tripping and then he starts stuttering.
Well, they told him like, "Hey, how does it feel knowing you're a fucking idiot?" And he was like, "That's not an opinion of the press." And he fucking walked away, and then he came back to address it. And then I will come back to it. But Kamala, or whatever the fuck her name is, I don't know. The vice
Kamala
president.
Harris, yeah.
Okay. Her response was super caring as fuck, bro. Her response was, what those reports ratings was hurtful, not true, and just ignorant. And I'm like, dude, that was like the same adjective, like spread out 3 times.
It's like, wow, I never thought of it that way.
Like, that's some Karen shit. But Stacey, you called this a while ago, man. You said if Russia fucking knocked on Ukraine, and then we realized what Ukraine was, and then the fucking BRICS happened in 2024, and then India's like, I'm part of BRICS, but now Antarctica's part of India, and Casey's now like a host. So, like, how did we get here, man?
Well, speaking of Russia, I heard on my way home today that they're working on some anti-satellite nuclear weapons, and we should be very worried. Not right now, but in the future.
What are they made to knock down? Like, I'm guessing just from what you said, they're going to knock
satellites
out of the sky.
Yeah, basically, it's to kill the satellite system. They said in some countries it wouldn't make a difference, but with the United States, being as
satellite driven as we are,
exactly, to lose GPS, and that would lose all like early missile detection capabilities for the military. We would be just really back to the dark ages, they would say. So
that's crazy about
be a big concern.
Is that makes me wonder, because there was just a Samsung satellite that fell out of the sky somewhere in the south. And there was a lady videoing it in her backyard, and she's like, look at this shit. She's like, does this look like a satellite? And when you looked at it, you're like, looks like fucking tinfoil. Like, it makes me question everything. And like, I know, Casey, you're not religious, but I know there's biblical verses that talk about the moon turning to rust, and they got videos, or moon turning to blood, and they got videos of the moon looking like it's rusting. And it's like, there's like, again, I am a believer, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those things that, at what point, right, do we start saying shit lines up that you have to at least hear it? There's a lot of things lining up. Go ahead, Casey. I'm letting you freely go because you're the opposite, so you get to feel free. This isn't censorship.
Well, first off, you brought up the moon, and I looked a lot into it recently, and I can say 100% without a doubt, the moon is fake.
I believe that.
It is definitely just a big eye in the sky that's watching everybody. And if it turned red one day, it's because somebody accidentally leaned on the dimmer switch inside and changed the color of it or something. But bam, there it is. Moon is fake, baby. You heard it here first.
You know what I was referencing? That's how he knows he listens. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, the more you know, baby. Trust me. Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
legit.
doubt you, because I've been calling it fake for a minute just off the fact
Yes.
that you're not supposed to see that in the sun at the same time, and you see them all the time together.
And that's why I no longer masturbate with the window curtains drawn, because if the moon can see me, I know they can look through the window with their like really good
Only
magnification.
Casey would say that shit. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Not
that's
covering
hella
up your
funny.
cameras was the only line of defense. No, baby, you gotta turn the windows down.
Well, Snowden proved that, but
They
God.
can see anything they want to see.
Yeah.
The technology they got, man, they got
Oh.
shit that'll X-ray vision your house and see you sitting there and doing whatever you're doing. Like,
I've seen Equalizer. I've seen Men in Black. It's all real.
I just want
So,
the flash card. The forget
so
everything.
last like world news this week before we just shoot the shit. I know Stacy was actually there because he watched it. It took place right behind me. But on Friday, The Rock broke kayfabe. Now, what kayfabe means is where that's like the pro wrestling storytelling. It means you come real life. That means breaking kayfabe. You break character.
He broke character. Okay.
Casey, you're a pro wrestling fan, right? I mean, are you following the whole road to WrestleMania?
I am a huge wrestling fan. Ever since Arnold Schwarzenegger back in 1989.
I never knew that. That's new
Yeah,
to me.
that's how he came into the career.
I'm talking about
of,
you. I
acting.
never knew that you were a huge wrestling fan. I didn't know that.
I'm not at all, and I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Okay,
Because
Yeah,
I was like,
I
I don't
knew
know what
that
the
was
fuck y'all talking about.
No, I'm sorry. I used to. I like to play Royal Rumble on the Super Nintendo back in the day, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I like Hulk Hogan when I was a kid, but then he got racist, and I was like, oh, I can't watch him anymore.
I can't watch him anymore.
He looks like a hot dog with a mullet.
Hey,
we're
that's
all hot
wild.
dogs.
We all have mullet.
Hey, it's not
Oh.
coming out of the black man's mouth, just for the record. I'm just saying
Basically,
that.
The
Like,
Rock
it wasn't
Twitter-
me. Like,
Rock took to Twitter saying, everybody calm down. I was playing a character where I turned heel on Vegas. And when he slapped Cody, and
called
I
it.
was like, why do you got to say that, you fucking dick? Now I don't even care. Dude, I was glued to that fucking TV.
I know you were.
I was
I
like,
know you were.
right. I didn't give a fuck about anything else going on, man. But
And it's, again, we should all have our hobbies. I want to get kind of in, and I want to shout out. I want to get people to start commenting on our page. Let us know if you would join a bowling league. Like, we want to do that Two Tires
Bowling
Dads.
league.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about Two Tires Dads bowling league, and I think
Yeah,
if we can get enough people, we could definitely find a bowling alley that we could get it to go.
also,
So-
go ahead. I have another event, but go ahead.
Oh no! I was just going to elaborate on the bowling thing. Yeah, if anybody's interested in going into a cave, smoking cigarettes, and doing nothing athletic and drinking beer, hey baby, bowling league. All right, go ahead, Devin.
But no, yes, and coming up,
Because I don't drink beer, but I do smoke cigarettes,
We're gonna
and you
pick
can't smoke in the bowling alley.
we're gonna
Okay.
pick a day
Ooh.
because Casey
Sorry,
has
bro.
to come now, but it's gonna be me, cousin Nathan, Stacy J, and Casey, where we're gonna go magnet fishing. Where
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I've
gonna
seen that before.
I've
I
seen
wanna
it
do
too. I
that so
texted
bad.
Stacy about it.
I want to
So
do
we'll get-
that.
Right, we're gonna get like a fucking kayak or something and like go in the river and take some magnets, and then because you're crazy enough to get like a wetsuit with me and like go in the river to dive. But when I mean with me, I mean like Nathan, because I'll
If we're
supervise
talking like Quiver River, not the fucking
Have
Mississippi
you done that
River.
before?
Quiver River.
You've never done that before, or have you?
The farthest I've done was snorkeling. I have never scuba like in Okinawa. You've been to Okinawa, right? So in Okinawa, like you have to like scuba dive down there, or no, you have to snorkel, which is basically where you're wearing the mask with the fucking thing
Yeah.
and you have a knife. But what we had was called jetpacks, where what a jetpack is basically it's like a floating vacuum that has a cord where you can go deep, like up to 20 feet deep, and still breathe from the
Fresh
jetpack.
air.
Yes, sir. And so I don't think a jetpack would realistically ideology would not work in a river setting. I could see it work in a lake setting. How it worked in the ocean is just, you know what I mean? It's different, but a river, you're fucking going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
it's
just
gonna
fucking
move
scooting.
down.
And so a jetpack wouldn't work. But I think
I definitely want to magnet fish. There's a few bridges you could just hit and definitely go magnet fishing.
So I looked up the magnets on here. There's like $57 to come with the gloves. Check this out: a magnet, and for some reason they give you a grappling hook. So I'm thinking,
That's
is it
because
like?
if you get like a shopping cart or something, you got to throw down there and hook it.
Oh, I thought it was put bait on so you can fish while you fish stuff with the magnet.
no real fishing, bro. You're fishing for fucking metal.
Yeah, and imagine the shit you would find. You throw it in the right places.
What if you got a that had like that ate a bunch of metal and he was like stuck to your thing? That would be wicked, right?
Paula, where's the
probably
plate,
not.
man? Where's the plate?
Oh, hey, babe.
Where's the plate?
Oh my God! Did I marry a school teacher? Are we role playing right now? Should I take
Where's
off my
the-
shirt?
Casey,
kidding.
you're a fucking
man.
fool.
Where's the plate?
Oh, gee, she's hot. Okay, what are you saying, babe?
I've said,
Oh, she's blushing. The kitty's in here. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. I'm looking for the plate, bro. But
I
yes,
will
we
say
are
magnet fishing. I'm all the way for it. The bowling league, Ryan's down for it. I know there's been a few other people that have brought it up this week, and I'm like, hey, I think that's something we could get going. And it may sound crazy, but it gives a reason for dads to get out, get a little bit of time with other dads, shoot the shit.
Heck yeah, that sounds
I'm
like
all the way
fun.
for it. Yeah, except the way you definitely degraded bowling 5 minutes ago. I don't know if you're telling me the truth or not.
Dude, hey, you took me inside of a cave with cigarettes to out in the ocean and fishing for shopping carts, bro. That's like, come on.
We want to do both. Like,
Dude,
that's the dad life. We just do random
Right.
shit. I want to go metal detecting one day. You got the land to do it, Casey. We need.
I got a metal
detect your
detector.
shit. I do.
I have a metal detector. You got?
I do too.
Where the fuck you at, Casey? Don't lie.
Ryan said he thinks that it's to loosen up the grappling hook is to loosen up sediment before dragging magnet across.
Why are you ducking like you're walking under a
make
helicopter?
Did you? Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a imaginary. Yeah, it's all good. We've been there before.
How many of those you got? This down.
She's gonna get a good shaking later. Let me tell you.
He's a fucking fool.
I
Hey, for
told
people
you
that
not
don't
to
know
do
you,
that.
Doc, they aren't gonna know what the fuck to think.
No, what I was saying is basically what you're saying is the bowling needs to go, and so we got to find out when, where, how often. Shit, maybe who's to say we have a bowling league on like a Friday night, right?
Hmm.
But like we host one night from the fucking place on a Thursday night.
Well, what I was gonna say, honestly, is with the bowling
That'd be
league, if
fun.
we get enough people, we can make that like the dad's night out of the week. You know how they do certain things, and it may be a one-time thing. It could be a continuous thing, but it's a way to get our viewers together and meet your hosts. You know what I mean? And I think it would be fun. And again, we'll brainstorm that a little bit more, Devin, so we can put together a game plan that would be kind of like a good area that's not maybe like kind of a bowling alley that's kind of going down a little bit. Get business in there for them, help them out. See
Two
if
tired
we can
dads
sponsor.
paintball night.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting older. I ain't trying to have a bunch of fucking wilts the next day and be sore.
Dude, PTSD, man. I can't.
So was I, man. Dude.
No, I used to be a painter. I just
Okay, because
Okay,
I was like, damn.
we can
triggers
talk
me.
about it, man. Dude, what else? Oh my God, we got to figure this out. I'm sorry. So, my team won Super Team of the fucking month, and we get a company outing, and it's so happy. No, we're already going to the Blues game next Thursday at 7.
Sweet.
And so it's like
We might just pre-film.
I was gonna say, Casey, you gonna join us, or are we kicking him off, Stacy? It's your call. I don't care.
Man, we'll talk about it through the week. See what we got.
There we go.
I have no problem with Casey being
was
on.
just
If,
the one pumped in.
I need to get a better room though. I don't want you guys looking at all my
your
laundry.
room is so typical.
You said
Dad.
looking. Yeah, it is typical.
I'm
Dad.
literally. This is where our computer's in our walk-in closet. I'm literally in our walk-in closet. So.
Look, you got man child.
This rich guy.
You got fucking entrepreneur, and then you got the dad.
Hey, we got bring Casey back.
Like that. Literally, if you look at the overlay of the dads, it's literally the fucking man child, the entrepreneur, and the fucking just straight up dad. Like the closet of shit with the wife doing limbo and the cats everywhere. And fucking Stacy's got all his shit all, squared away, ready for his next business meeting. And I got Mario Kart paused with fucking puppies in the background the whole time. Yeah, dude, look at that dog
is-
rolling around.
Oh, don't tell me you're watching that movie. What's it called?
That's not Strays.
Not Strays. Oh, that movie.
This
Okay,
is
Strays.
24/7 of dogs rolling with classical music in the background.
Okay, that movie
This is
Strays
all
on
I
Netflix is
It's at
horrible.
24 hours.
That's all I listen
Babe,
to
what are you
during work.
doing,
It's the
babe?
greatest.
Is she choking
There's
the cat out now? No, I'm just
There's thousands of people. You're messing with their viewing. God,
yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
So many. It's okay.
Casey,
sorry.
you're such a fucking fool.
I hate her sometimes. I'm just kidding.
I know you do. Don't worry.
Also, we're gonna talk about it, but there's quite the possibility we're gonna end the month with like a bang.
The three of us.
If you know what,
Casey, the way you word shit sometimes, it's
if you want to, but there's a guy out there that he's a big country singer. Him and his wife were, they are big country singers. They've won shit ton of awards. They've been on, TV, and they've got music videos, and they're fucking famous. And I don't want to name drop him, but he was just a dad. He is a dad, and he has twins, two very beautiful girls.
I'm
But
jealous.
they were born 6 months early.
Whoa.
And so
Wow.
they were down in Texas for months. And because his wife, dude, is tiny. I mean, I love them. I can say that. I've known this motherfucker from, since I was, 5. And he's the same age as me. And so we went to church together growing up in the church choir. And so he ended up being super famous, and I did not when it comes to, the music. But it's like, basically, he's home now, and everyone's been hitting him up, and he don't want to fucking talk to nobody. And he fucking reached out to me, and he goes, "Hey, I want to talk." And I said, "Oh,
get it off his chest."
Hey, that's what I'm saying." And like, I just, Luke, Stacy pretty much gave the green light, man. I mean, why not? February 29th, we're gonna talk to him, but he has a GoFundMe going because they had to. But his story is incredible. When you hear everything that he had to do to keep everything going, like the motherfucker did it. And country singers, they don't make a lot, bro. You know what I mean? But
Shit, musicians don't make as much money as people
they
think.
don't. And the fact that he wants to, long story short, it's going to get emotional because their girls are fine now. They're at home. They still have to be monitored, but like the emotional roller coaster the dude's.
Hey, don't be on here being a crybaby.
Nah, I won't. Not at
Fucking
all.
with
I'm a man.
I cried whenever the fucking Irish guy came on. I mean, like, come on, like.
But
you can be
other
emotional.
than that, but yeah, Casey, why don't you join us for that one too, man? Just no dick jokes.
No. When you first started that story, I wanted to ask. I was thinking, am I being rude right now? I was going to ask, did she smoke during the pregnancy?
We'll ask that question at that time. I mean,
Well, no, I was at a friend's house once, and she said, "Oh my," I was like, "Wow, your baby's so small." She just had her, and she was like, "Yeah, she's on the whatever percentile. She's tiny." I said, "Wow, did you smoke during your pregnancy?" And then everybody just looked at me. I was like, "What?" I heard babies are smaller when you smoke, and I didn't know.
No,
this
definitely
goes with the accountability and honesty of Casey we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, Casey has no chill, y'all.
If you're gonna smoke while you're pregnant, be confident about it. Don't
You
bullshit.
seen Big Daddy?
Touche.
You guys seen
Yeah.
Big Daddy?
Yeah,
You know where, like right before he proposes, like Sonny goes, "Hey, you're not proposing, are you?" Like that's fucking Casey. Like,
well,
think about it, all right?
Well, let's
Think
end it
about
because let's go this way. As far as I have a few questions on, we're fighting for springtime. We get so close, and then we got snow, and then we get close again, and then it gets cold again.
Tomorrow, man.
So my question is, what are we doing come springtime, dads? I know that I'm trying to do a little garden out front. I'm gonna take some bushes out. I got gardening going. I'll be calling Casey on that. I'm also gonna take Casey up on trying to get him to build me some back steps in
I got you. I swear to God, I got you.
I believe you. I like, especially I watch you do woodwork. I don't doubt you. Devin, you're in on this. You're just part of the group.
He
There's no
knows. He fucking knows. Yeah. So Casey's building you something.
Different story completely. Different.
Different
story. The speed bag. Hey, if we were talking coverage, you wanted a luxury electronic. I'm going to work on his transmission. Okay.
He said you wanted a luxury electronic.
No. Devin, and he was digging the speed bag that I got going on. If you go to YouTube, don't forget to have fun.
Hey, you want to see something super fucking cool that I made?
Oh, my speed bag setup is
and I
awesome.
fucking saw it, and I go, hey, can you? And he didn't show me just like pictures. He made this fucking whole TikTok
slow mo,
and it looks sexy. And I go, can you make me one? And he straight up goes, no offense, I don't think it has the same passion if I made it for anyone else.
Hey, look, every time I swear to God, every time I say to Casey, you need to sell shit, he goes, it's not for me. It's not for monetary gain.
Devin,
I don't care.
Devin,
I need 2 garden beds, 8 by 12.
Hey,
all right, that's the next on the list.
Devin, I was passionate when I wood burnt that friggin' picture of you and.
Oh, that was. I still have it.
Ric Flair.
I still have it. Yeah,
I took a lot of pride in that. That I felt it when I was burning it. I was like, yeah.
That's right. I'm the Omega. I was where it all started.
You and Josh Ferguson are the only ones I ever would burn anything for. That and family.
You did the wedding gift for Ferguson, didn't you? Or what was it?
I totally remember
he paid me for it, but yeah,
he
whatever.
Put Devin.
I'll pay you to do the steps, Casey. I don't have a problem with that.
Here's the best part, Stacey. In the engraving, he put Devin James and Ric Flair. Like he
have to show me next time I'm over.
He didn't put Ric Flair and Devin James. He put
Devin James
and Ric Flair.
Hey, if I was making it for Ric Flair, it would have been the other way around. You know how it is.
I get it.
And where you don't need a speed bag, because I've seen you punch before, and you already know how to punch. I got to put him steps in his backyard because he ain't riding that bike, and I don't know if he's physically fit enough to jump out the back of those stairs without hurting himself.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't fuck with you.
Can you make 2 garden beds?
Casey
garden beds.
Whatever the fuck he puts his mind to. He's amazing.
I made a chicken coop. Hey, I'm making garden beds for myself with a bunch of see-through paneling so you can see the dirt.
He built a whole fucking chicken coop. The first time we tried to put the roof on, it didn't go as planned. He did it himself. Like, this shit's crazy.
So yeah, there we go. I guess welcome to the show. I got to get a new logo made. I'm joking. Okay.
Casey will definitely be the designated host whenever we need fill-ins for whenever we're like that is.
100%, baby. You are taking a little bit away from my woodwork. I got a sick freaking coffee table I'm making right now. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I mean, we're just going to talk for 2 more minutes before I hit them with what's really up. But I mean, a lot of world shit going on. Brace yourselves, guys, because like
I'm waiting to see if these blackouts come that they're calling, 2-3 day blackouts, like coming soon. And I'm not excited for it, but at the same point, man, hey, may the best man win. You know what I mean?
Stacey, you already know where to go when shit goes down. If your phone stops working and nobody has communication,
straight to your house.
My nearest friends and family better come to my friggin' house because there's enough property here to hold down some fort. I'm telling you.
Yeah, real shit.
You can eat, motherfucker.
Yeah. We'll take out the neighbors first so we got their supply of the shit that goes boom.
I have a flamethrower.
I got a flamethrower.
No, there was
bamboo in the back. Might have to clear a trail.
There was a show at the VFW, and I got a flamethrower for a steal.
He's probably not bullshitting. I believe it. They got some flamethrowers out there that are pretty serious.
So yeah, it was.
He's got a flamethrower. We need backup.
Real shit.
I'm gonna use it for the next snowstorm. My HOA is gonna shit.
Hey, I want the videos. I want to be there to video it. I want to be the one videoing it for Two Tired Dads.
I got you. Because you know my camera's going to pick it up, bro. You know my camera's right. Okay, I got you.
I just see you out there.
It's with the backpack.
20-foot flame.
No, it's with the backpack and a thing.
Oh my God! We should do a photo shoot.
Vietnam era shit.
It really is. I want to buy a fucking Captain America outfit now and walk around when I do it.
Hey, look, he's looking around like he's about to pull one off.
I got a Captain America hoodie that has like the little visor and everything.
Just
he wants the full spandex outfit.
That's your next project. You got to make a real fucking.
If Casey walks into work sewing his own clothes next, I'm gonna be like, "Hey man, you being in the country has changed you, okay? like this shit is getting out of hand. You're becoming Amish."
Well,
You about to bust it down for him?
I don't want to bust it down, but hold on. We got to do the proper outro. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Devin James.
I'm Stacey Bonds.
Casey Falcon Grinnet.
We are
Three
tired.
tired dads today.
Tired as fuck.
Dude, should I drop this beat, Stacey J? I don't even know what to say. Hey, we're not even live anymore, so fuck it. I'm going to go in and let the beat ride, and I'm going all up to go to the store to get some Tide because I got to do the laundry. Get it all done because right before bed, I'm going to rise up with the sun, and I got to smoke my chain and drink my milk. And I like my cream, but I don't like silk because we the people is what's on the shirt. And I'm going to keep driving, and I'm going to eat dirt. Quit with the smirk. Laughter is good for the soul, which I drive is a Kia, brand new going off the coal. Casey, what made you bring Casey? I don't even know what to say like I'm Lacey. Oh,
Damn, you made my day.
God, I ripped it so good, daddies. Dude,
Hey.
Taylor Swift made it before the fucking, what, Prescott? That's how we're ending the show?
Actually, we need to end the show really quick. We need to end the show with those three guys that took down that active shooter at the KC Chiefs game.
Yeah, salute to those motherfuckers
Salute
right there.
To use.
And last but not
We
least,
need more
get
of
them
those.
guys some season tickets. Say it again, Casey. We need more men out
We
here.
need more men out there. Hoorah.
Let's try this again. But yeah, what a good show, right? And
Hell yeah.
we're all going to tune in.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, what? God damn.
Oh, we got some more bars coming?
No. I got a bunch going, and I'm going to eat these cookies. Cousin Nathan's coming up here. We're out. I'm Devin James.
Stacey Bonds.
Casey Falcon Grid.
We are 2, 3.
Tired.
Tired. Dead.
Peace.